why Ben Peterson is failing. I think this is very interesting. They brought him in 2 years ago to fix the injury issue. They had a strength and conditioning staff. They fired him. They brought this guy in from the NHL. Why? Because he was the leader of their sports science department over there. And what sports science specializes in is recovery, prevention of injuries. He did that on the Flyers. Apparently, hockey has a higher injury rate than football. And he really reduced the Flyers' injuries. How? Lighter practices. So this is what he does. It's his background. And the Niners, I haven't seen their practices change. I haven't seen any type of results. In fact, injury issues gotten worse. Why do you think, your best guess as to why Ben Peterson is failing with the 49ers?
It seems like, given his past, it seems like they're probably just not listening. They're probably not listening to him because that his method in the past has been lighter practices. So I would assume that he would probably suggest the same thing, especially when it seems like other people. You had a doctor come on, and he doesn't have the raw data in from the inside, but from an outside perspective, he's getting that. So I would imagine that Ben Peterson is probably getting the same thing inside. But just because you have that doesn't mean management's going to listen to you. It doesn't mean that when you bring that information up. A lot of times, I work in data, by the way, guys. So a lot of times, if you can bring that information to superiors, and if it's not something that they're looking for, or that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to believe it. You have people that will kind of let the data tell the story, but then you have other people that are looking to fit a narrative, and they only want the data that's going to fit that narrative. And when something says otherwise, they kind of brush it away.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to say real quick, you were the one who suggested I reach out to Dr. Nirav Pandya. I want to give you credit. That was a terrific success, and it was all your idea. I wouldn't have thought of reaching out to him. It was your initial thought. So thank you, Coach. I didn't give you any credit, so I want to give you credit.
No, it's all good.
So it's possible that whatever expertise or whatever he suggests, whatever made him successful in the NHL doesn't translate to the NFL. But I think what's more likely is that they're bringing in this information and they're not doing anything with it. I know that's how NFL teams work a lot of the time. They'll pay for all the information. Why do all these teams have Pro Football Focus subscriptions? Because they pour over the information, or because they're billion-dollar enterprises and every other team's getting them. So you might as well have all the information just in case. That's kind of how they act. Like, just bring in all the stuff and then we'll figure out what we'll do with it later. It's possible that they hired this guy with the right intentions, but ultimately it's up to Kyle Shanahan whether he wants to let Ben Peterson tweak his practice schedule. And Kyle seems like the kind of guy who doesn't like changing things very much.
Yeah, or like being wrong, right? Because if someone tells you this needs to change because that's why people are getting injured, it also means you were wrong, right? Can you accept being wrong? And I think that's part of being a great leader, at least in my estimation, is being able to see where you were wrong and then change those things.
Right. So, you don't want to just keep steering the ship right into the iceberg. It's not good.
Yeah. No, don't steer ships into iceberg. That's generally not a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not on that coaching staff, so I don't know, but I would assume it's probably because they're just not listening to what the trainer is saying.
Yeah.
Given this information that you've since discovered about Ben Peterson.
Yeah. So Ben, we feel your pain, man. There's nothing you can really do. All you can do is keep putting the reports on Kyle Shanahan's desk. I don't know.
Keep getting that check.
Yeah.
It's probably a pretty nice one coming from Jed.
Yeah. Yep.